Let me share why I'm returning to Canon specifically for video work, while keeping my GFX system for stills photography. It's a bit like reuniting with an old friend who's grown impressively over the years. After 4 years away, the landscape has changed dramatically and for the better. There's something fascinating about using different tools for different purposes. My GFX system stays as my go-to for stills, where its medium format sensor and extraordinary detail create that distinctive look that I love. But for video work, Canon's latest RF ecosystem is proving to be exactly what I've been looking for. Why split the systems? Simple. It's about using the right tool for each job. While the GFX excels at delivering those breathtaking still images, Canon's RF system has evolved into something special for video creators. We've taken everything we've loved about Canon video, that gorgeous skin tone, rendering, reliable performance, and excellent ergonomics, and supercharged it with new technology that actually makes our lives easier on set. So let's break down my new video focus kit piece by piece, and I'll share what's really changed in the 4 years I've been away. Let's start with the EF to RF mount adapter, the bridge to our past. Let's talk about this seemingly simple but crucial piece of kit. For those of us who have cherished EF class sitting around, here's good news. Canon's RF adapter isn't an afterthought, it's a fully realized bridge between EF and RF systems. What's changed since I left? Adapter performance is now truly seamless. Autofocus actually works better than it did on original EF bodies. Full electronic integration with no compromises. Perfect compatibility with third-party EF glass, I hope. With this adapter, I can use any EF glasses that I own and also possibly rent EF cinema glass for video production, knowing it will perform flawlessly on the R5C. So let's go ahead and unbox this piece of kit. Comes in a nice pouch of its own. Let's get this adapter out now. There you have it, the Canon EF to RF adapter. I know it's been out for a while now, but now that I've decided to get into Canon ecosystem, I can see this being a very important piece of kit that's going to bridge the gap between the RFC and my legacy Canon EF glass, where I have, like, for example, the Zeiss Otis 55mm, which I have is a fantastic lens that I can see myself using it for photography as well as for video. And I also have a couple of Sigma lenses lying around, like the Sigma 85mm f1.4 art lens. So I can use this to adapt all my legacy Canon EF glass to the R5C. Seemingly simple piece of kit, but very important. So the next bit of my new video production kit is the Canon R5 35mm f1.8 Macro IS STM lens, which I have right here. This prime lens represents Canon's new approach to video capable glass. It's not just a photo lens that happens to shoot video, it's designed with both mediums in mind. What makes it special for video? I heard it has almost zero focus breathing. It has a silent STM motor for smooth AF during takes, and it also has macro capability for those crucial detailed shots. And it's light and small and light enough for gimbal work. Parfocal behavior throughout the focal range, and in real world applications, it's perfect for those documentary style shoots where you need to transition from scene setting to detailed shots without changing lenses, and I can see being a very handy lens to use with the Canon R5C on a gimbal. Let's go ahead and unbox this lens. What do we have here? I think it's the warranty card, dealer record and warranty card, a small user manual. The lens comes nicely bubble wrapped. Wow, definitely smaller than I expected. Let's put this away. Let's have a closer look at the lens now. Can you see that, guys? It's tiny. Wow, it's really nice. Reminds me of the prime lenses that Panasonic brought out for their Lumix line of cameras. It's pretty small. It also reminds me of the old Nifty 50 glass which I used to own from Canon, EF mount, if you guys are familiar with that. Pretty small, but slightly dense, and has a very solid feel even though it's made primarily out of composite plastic, but it's got a metal mount. It has an AF and the switch between autofocus and manual focus. It has a lens stabilization switch, which you can use to switch on or switch off the IS. And that's about it. And the filter diameter is 52 millimeters. Wow, that must be the smallest lens I have by filter diameter size. So might need to get a couple of filters for this, new filters for this lens. There you have it, the 35mm f1.5 STM lens. Now it's time to have a look at the all-new 24 to 105mm f2.8 LIS USM Z lens. This is an all-new lens which is launched fairly recently. So it has the versatility of the old 24 to 105 f4L lens, but with a brand new wide open aperture of f2.8, and I think it's one of the first ever from Canon, and probably I don't think any other brand has it right now except maybe Sigma. This is a fantastic new lens from Canon. So let's go ahead and open this, and then we can continue to talk about this lens a little bit. I'm really excited to be opening this lens, guys. This is very unique new lens from Canon. As you can see, it comes with this nice lens case. Reminds me of the old L glass lens cases which used to come in that satin finish, but this is all black. It has a nice professional look to it. And here is the lens itself. Wow, it is quite a big lens, and it's on the heavier side too. I'll put the specs of this lens out here for you guys to have a look. What surprised me though is it has a filter dia of 82 millimeters. Although it doesn't look it, there's some kind of optical illusion going on here with the design. It looks like a lens that will probably have a 77mm filter diameter like the Canon 24 to 70 or the 70 200mm lenses. But you know, it has an 82mm filter thread, which is nice because it kind of shares the filter thread diameter with my GFX lenses. So good for me. I can reduce on a couple of circular polarities. I can share this with my GFX system, so that's great. And here's a closer look at the lens. It has the switch for switching between stabilizer modes, which we've seen that on other lenses before. It has 3 stabilizer modes, 1, 2, and 3, depending on whether you're shooting handheld or you're shooting on a tripod or you're doing pans. So you can choose that setting, which might be useful in some situations. It has a switch to switch between autofocus and manual focus. And here's a switch to limit between full focusing range, or you can limit the range between 1 meter and infinity. So you have 4 buttons out here, and there's a 5th one for iris, which is new, which I don't know what exactly it does. And it's got a nice tripod mounting shoe. That's nice. So what's really most impressive about it is the 24 to 105 mm f2.8. It has a constant aperture f2.8 through the entire focal length range, which is fantastic, which is really impressive. The lens also comes with the strap for the bag. So let's talk a little bit more about this lens. This new workhorse lens has evolved significantly from its predecessors. For video work, it's a much more capable tool. Some key improvements for video include significantly reduced focus breathing, smoother aperture transitions, better stabilization that works with IBIS, more consistent sharpness throughout the zoom range, and some of the practical benefits of this lens. This one lens covers most video shooting scenarios except the most extreme. It has weather sealing for unpredictable shoots, and I need to study this lens more to be able to. I'll probably come up with a more detailed review of this lens soon, but just wanted to give you a brief intro to this lens during this unboxing. For now, it's going to do duty along with the Canon R5C, which is going to be my A-cam for the moment. So without any further ado, let's unbox the R5C as well. Now let's come to the star of the show, the Canon R5C, my main camera for my video production going forward for the next foreseeable future till I get my dream A-cam, which I'm not going to reveal at this moment, but any guesses, let me know in the comments. You have the EF to RF adapter, you have 35mm f1.4 STM lens, 24 to 105 f2.8 LIS Z lens, which is also power zoom lens. And there's also another new feature about this lens. This has, along with an adapter that's required, which I've also ordered, this lens has zoom control from the camera, or at least using the zoom adapter. So that's going to make video shooting a lot more easy than having to do it manually or with very complicated focus pull or zoom control mechanism. So that's one of the reasons I chose this lens over the Canon 24 to 70 f2.8. It was also a fantastic lens, but this lens is newer, designed a little bit more for, it's a hybrid lens designed a little bit more for video. So that's the reason I chose this lens. Okay, so let's unbox the R5C without any further delay. Some usual paperwork, the warranty card, and some other usual paperwork. That's the camera. Let me go to the side. Let's see what else is there in the box. We have the camera strap. They still continue to give these straps. Does anybody really use these straps anymore? Let me know in the comments, guys. You have the battery charger, and you have the battery. Now the battery, I heard, is slightly different from the Canon. It's not the latest. Let me open that real quick. See what model this is. It's the latest. It's one of the newer versions of the LPE6 batteries, which we are all very familiar with if you've been using Canon anytime, especially the full frame cameras. You have the LPE6NH, which has got slightly higher milliampere rating, 2130 milliamperes. So, and you have the USB-C cable with some cable management apparatus here, so that it doesn't come off the camera easily. And you have the user manual. And now let's have a look at the camera itself. Yeah. So this is what you've all been waiting for. So let's have a look at the camera. There you have the Canon R5C. It's not new, it's been out for some time now, a couple of years at least, but it's proven itself to be a very capable video production tool. A lot of bigger production houses use this as a B cam. Canon is able to get rid of the heating problem with the original Canon R5. And this was the solution. It's got pretty good reviews from a lot of video makers, so that's the reason I decided to go for this camera. And I'm really looking forward to put it through its paces while I shoot for this YouTube channel. I have a interesting shoot coming up, heading to Banff in the first week of December. So I'll be putting this camera through its paces on that trip. You guys will be able to see some footage from this camera after the trip. So that's my new video production kit. It's missing one camera which is yet to come, which might join the lineup in maybe in a month or so, and also the power zoom adapter which is on its way for this lens. So that is my new video production kit, and I'm really looking forward. I think we have a shoot lined up in a couple of days for the channel. So don't forget to like and subscribe to be notified about my upcoming videos. So the Canon R5C, the game changer. This is where Canon shows how much they've evolved in understanding video creators' needs. The R5C represents everything I wished for in my old Canon gear and then some. It has some revolutionary features for video. It has an active cooling system, as you can see. And it has internal camera raw light, proper professional audio inputs, true hybrid functionality with dedicated video mode. What's really impressed me about this camera and made me come back to Canon is its autofocusing capabilities. It has that face and eye tracking that's actually reliable for video. It has professional video scopes and tools. The menu system has always made sense. It has a lot of pre-production benefits. Reliable recording times means better production planning, multiple codec options for different client needs, proper timecode sync for multi-camera shoots. And when it comes to production advantages, professional video tools in a compact body, excellent low light performance, reliable autofocus for run-and-gun situations, and weather sealing that holds up. And from a post-production workflow perspective, camera raw light provides flexibility in grading. Standard codecs for fast turnaround, proxy recording options for efficient editing. The Q menu is now actually useful for video. It also allows you to keep your old EF glass. So you can see there are multiple reasons why I decided to come back to the Canon ecosystem, specifically for video. I can also see myself using this system in specific photography scenarios, such as when I need a long lens for shooting wildlife or birds, or composing this kind of images where you need a lot of compression using a long lens. And those are probably the scenarios I see myself using this for photography and definitely for video. I'm really looking forward to putting this camera through its paces. So there you have it, folks. That was the unboxing of my new video production kit. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you'll hear of my upcoming videos, which will all be shot using this system and this kit. So take care, guys. Cheers. I'll see you in the next video.